Let's consider a typical company whose operations and finance processes are planned and executed using an SAP ERP. Given this, we have questions for you to consider in 5 areas of your business. Plus 1. Let's head over to the raw materials inventory. Raw material inventory changes every day. But from time to time, do you have insufficient materials resulting in disruptions in manufacturing and unplanned schedule changes? Or do you have an abundance of material resulting in scrap and batch expiration? Do you face challenges determining which batches to use? Let's take a trip across the plant to the procurement department. At any given time, you can have a very large number of open purchase orders. Do you have any way of determining which of these POs will adversely affect production or customer orders? Given the current demand profile, are any of these orders partially or completely unneeded? Is it difficult to determine which orders your procurement team should focus on today to avoid a negative situation in the near future? Let's head over to manufacturing. Do you experience disruptions in production due to material availability with little to no advance warning? Do you have difficulty pinpointing the root cause of production bottlenecks with enough detailed information to take decisive action? Do you react to fluctuations in supply and demand because you have limited visibility into the near future? A quick spin over to finished goods inventory. Do you have finished goods inventory with low customer demand? Has any finished goods inventory sat in your warehouse for 90 days, 6 months, or even a year with no consumption? Do you have sales order stock with no associated sales orders? And last but not least, let's fly by the front office on our way to sales. Like procurement, sales can have a huge number of sales orders open at any given time. Are your customer service levels too low? Does your sales team lack visibility into future orders that may be in jeopardy of shipping late? Do you have sales orders that are delivered but not billed or had the billing canceled? If you answered yes to many or most of these questions, would you like to explore why these conditions exist? There are 3 primary causes of operational inefficiencies. 1. Master data errors, incomplete, inaccurate, or inconsistent. These errors are moderately difficult to find and fairly easy to repair. 2. Transactional data pollution, like old orders, wrong values, missing transactions. These are moderate to difficult to find, but then fairly easy to repair. 3. Imbalances between current state supply and demand. These are extremely difficult to find and moderate to difficult to repair. These first 2 reasons are fairly easy to comprehend. The third is not. Let's take a look at an overview and just focus on the 5 departments we visited previously. The demand processes start with some kind of forecast. Whether you forecast in SAP, on a spreadsheet, or in a third-party package, forecasting considers, among other inputs, historical sales, market factors, management projections, sales projections, seasonality, and more. The net result of forecasting is typically a series of independent requirements that are fed into MRP. MRP then takes these requirements, inventory on hand, open procurement, production orders, and master data, to create daily a series of planned orders for manufacturing and purchase requisitions to be converted automatically or manually into purchase orders on suppliers. Here's where the process gets interesting. As each day passes, the results of MRP are executed by procurement and manufacturing. Sales sells based on the expectation of having finished goods inventory to deliver. Each organization tends to operate in their respective silos, doing the best they can to keep up with the stream of new requirements. All of the orders and activities on the supply side of the business that are in flight can and do get out of sync with the demand side of the business. There are no less than 9 complicating factors. 1. Forecasting is an inexact science. 2. Suppliers miss on delivery commitments and/or deliver material that does not meet your quality specifications. 3. Customers cancel orders and return product. 4. Your company's new product introduction and end-of-life processes can manually influence inventory requirements. 5. Manufacturing experiences unplanned outages due to equipment failures. 6. MRP assumes manufacturing capacity to be unlimited. 7. Your products sometimes fail your customers' quality standards. 8. You produce dozens, hundreds, or even thousands of products that may share many of the same raw materials. And 9. All of this is often spread across many plants in various time zones, continents, languages, and local supply chains. Given these 3 causes and the 9 complicating factors, how does all of this impact your internal supply chain and the associated processes? Let's go back and look at our 5 areas of the business and focus on the components of supply and demand, both internal to your company as well as those external as suppliers and customers. Given that these components of supply and demand have become fractured, the challenge is to find exactly where the fractures are and to support your team in finding corrective actions. As we noted earlier, finding those imbalances between supply and demand is extremely difficult. What needs to happen is a simultaneous scan of both the supply side components and the demand side components, looking for alignment, misalignment, quantity mismatches, date mismatches, overplanned, underplanned, missing transactions, and more. This kind of reverse MRP becomes orders of magnitude more difficult when you consider that the analysis must be performed on each and every material plant combination. Fortunately, the results of this analysis are a large number of extremely valuable insights, including determination of misaligned dates and quantities, visibility to late and potentially late orders, impacts on dependent orders downstream, process bottlenecks, overplanned orders, and much more, all at the most detailed level.
Wait! No standard calculation will work on our SAP because our configuration is unique to our company.
You're exactly right. So behind each one of these supply and demand elements, the algorithms must automatically include your custom configuration. Some of these automatically included elements are material type, document type, MRP profile, planning profile, and requirements profile.
The technology space that includes supply-demand matching is called Operational Business Analytics, or OBA. Using OBA and the results of the tremendous number of calculations in supply-demand balancing, your team can easily answer all 15 questions we posed earlier across the 5 business areas, plus literally thousands of others. We have focused on just 5 areas of your business, but we all know that there's a lot more happening. If we consider many of the other functional areas and ask the question, to solve this complex supply-demand matching challenge, as well as many other SAP data-related topics, what tool do many companies use? You guessed it, good old Excel. No wonder there's frustration. Solving the supply-demand matching challenge with Excel is nearly impossible. While there are many first-class business intelligence tools to choose from, none are designed or likely capable of solving the supply-demand matching challenge. Unfortunately, there are very few OBA products to choose from for companies that run SAP. In fact, There's only one.